Hey guys, what is up? How are you? I hope you're having the most amazing day. If you have been here before, it's nice to see you again. If you haven't been here before, my name is Steph and it is really nice to meet you. Something has really hit my heart and I think that someone else needs to hear this too. And I want to just speak with you for a moment. And really, if this resonates with you and this touches you, I'm so happy because that means that you are finally waking up to your worth. What you're trying to manifest, does your manifestation deserve you? And I know you might be thinking, well, I want it, so of course it deserves me. What do you mean, Steph? And what I want to say is, so many people try to manifest a specific person, but most of the time they're just trying to fill this hole in themselves because they don't feel like they're worthy without that person, or that person makes them feel worthy, or that person is what's going to make them feel better. And if that person just wanted them, then they would feel better and they would be worthy and everything would work out if they just had this person. I want you to realize that maybe you're trying to manifest a specific person, in which it totally can happen for you and you can manifest a specific person. But in your aid to do that, are you moving yourself forward? Are you aligning to a higher level of consciousness and happiness for yourself? Or are you just desperately holding on to this person because that's what you think is going to make you happy? Because honestly, you can have whatever you want, you can manifest whatever you want, right? But what if there's something so much better out there for you and you're just settling for this thing that you have put on this pedestal that you don't think you deserve? And I'm here to tell you that you are so deserving. You are so worthy. And no one is ever going to change that. And there is someone out there that the universe has for you that is crazy obsessed with you, and you don't even have to think twice about whether they want you or whether you're good enough, because they will show you. You won't have to question anything because they will show you every single moment that they're with you that you are worth it. And if there's someone out there right now that you are trying to bring back into your life that's making you feel like you are not worth it, and they are not putting in the time and effort with you, and they're not doing things for you, and they're not treating you with the love and respect you deserve, then why do you want it, right? And I know it might be a hard pill for you to swallow because you feel like, oh, I really care about them, or I really want this thing, or this thing is all I've ever wanted. And yeah, that's great, and I'm very happy for you. If you want those things and you receive those things, that's fantastic. But I don't want you to sell yourself short because that's all you think you can have. I did it for so long, in which I would just go into situations or find myself in places with people or find myself in circumstances in which I knew with every fiber of my being that I was settling. That I wasn't with what I could be, or I wasn't doing what I could be. But that's all I thought I deserved. I was like, this is all that I can have. This is what it is for me. Like, this is my highest point. And I think that we all get in these states of like, this is all I am being offered. This is the best I can do. And I am here to tell you that is bullshit, that you are so incredible, and that you have so much to offer, whether it be in a career, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in a place, anything you add into your life, you have so much to offer, and there's no one on this planet that can do it the way you do it, that can align to things the way you can, that can bring your energy into the room, because you are unique and you are special. And that sounds so corny. I get it, okay? I understand. And you're sitting there thinking, well, Stephanie, this is all I've ever had. And this is the best I've ever had. And this is the best person that I've ever been in a relationship with. And this is the best thing I've ever felt. But if you don't feel good in the not having of it, did it make you feel good? Or did it make you feel like you were good enough? And it's so hard for us to realize that sometimes what we want isn't what's good for us. Sometimes that person that we placed on the pedestal really isn't that great. Sometimes we found ourselves in situations in which we did not want to admit that we could do better, that we were settling, that this wasn't what we wanted because we've waited so long for the things that we do want. But wake up to your worth. Wake up in the morning and tell yourself that you are beautiful and you are strong and you are valuable and you are appreciated. Because a lot of us go after these situations because we don't have that external validation. We're not receiving that. We don't have people telling us that they're proud of us or that we're worthy or that we're loved. And so we search for that elsewhere. But when was the last time that you looked in the mirror and you said, I love you? And I'm proud of you, and you are doing a great job, and anybody would be lucky to have you, and it is an honor to be in your life, and it is an honor to be in your energy. Stop acting like you have to sell yourself to your manifestation, to your person, to your job, to your career. That person has to sell themselves to you. They have to meet you at your level. It is an honor to be in your energy. It is an honor to be in your presence. And I am sorry that someone made you feel otherwise. But we all have to get to the point where we look in the mirror and we can validate ourselves. And we can see the things we want. And we can align to the things we want because we deserve it all. And we don't have to settle. Is this person the best person you could ever be with? Or are there things that you're ignoring because you want them and you feel like you'd feel better when they were yours and you'd have something to be proud of because they're yours, and this, that, and the other thing? My friend, you have so much to offer just as you. You are so important on this planet. You have a purpose here. And if you don't know what that is yet, that is totally okay, but that does not mean it does not exist. And do not allow yourself to settle into situations in which you know that you deserve better. You want better. You can align to better. Because if you want better, there is better out there for you. If you desire it, it is yours. I just want you to realize that there's no one on this planet that can do it like you. And I think you're very valuable. And I think you're very important. And I appreciate your spot in this world, because you add something and you bring something to the table that no one else can. So stop making yourself feel like you need to change in order to be with someone. Someone else needs to rise up to be with you. All the things that you see in yourself that you don't think is good enough to be in a relationship, or you don't think is good enough to have this career, or you don't think is good enough, the right situation is going to look at those things in you and they're going to see them as your strength and not as your flaws. Because your flaws are just things that you've deemed not good enough about yourself. But no one can do those things the way that you can. Stop looking for external validation and stop settling for things that you think you want because you don't think it can get any better. You can have it all and you are valuable. And start telling yourself that. Start validating yourself internally and making yourself feel like you are good enough because you deserve to feel that way. There are so many of us going through this life when every single day, not a single person telling us they love us, not a single person telling us they're proud of us, not a single person telling us that we are worthy and we add to their lives in a positive way. And if we do, it is far and few in between. That's why you have to look in the mirror and tell yourself that. You have to look at that little you and be like, yeah, we're good, we've got this. And I know that sometimes we don't believe it when it comes from us, but I came to this conclusion today and I was like, why wouldn't I think that of myself? I have been through every part of this journey with me. I have stood by my own side and watched me fall and rise to the tallest tower and to the deepest valley. I've seen it all. I have been with me through it all. And if I can't validate my strength, if I can't validate my worth, then why does anyone else deserve to? They weren't there. They weren't with me while I rose. They weren't with me when I fell. They weren't with me when I was trying to figure stuff out and I was trying to work on things of my own and I was trying to validate myself and find my purpose. They weren't with me when I put in the work for myself. But I was. And you were there for you. And why do we act like that's not enough? Why don't we act like that's not the most beautiful thing on the planet? Why do we act like that's not good enough for us, and if someone else isn't telling us, then it's not true? Because you know you. You know who you are. And that's enough. And I hope that this resonated with you and it brought you some peace and some clarity. And I hope you believed every single word, because you deserve it. You deserve to know that. You deserve to believe that is your truth. And there's no reason you can't. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe and join my little family that's growing here, I would love to have you. And if not, it was beautiful to see you. And I hope we cross paths again and have the most amazing day. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.